Hey guys, so my wife and I decided we're gonna finally build a cabin. We've had a property in BC for about 15 years, and it's kind of been a trailer town these days. But we decided we're gonna build a cabin. So one thing um, we thought would be easier, or I thought would be easier, would be to build as much as we could here in Calgary, and then bring it out in the trailer. So I looked at buying trusses, and then my father-in-law, being a carpenter, he said no problem, like we could build trusses easy. And we have done this on a shop we have out there years ago, and it's working out great. So I was just going to show you guys kind of how we built this truss. But this, this is one of our trusses. I was just going to go through how we built that truss. This is actually the corner of our place when we get out there, so we couldn't do trusses in the in kind of the hip roofed area. So we did kind of a rafter, and this will be in the cabin where we'll have kind of a flat across roof all the way through most of the cabin. In the corner area, which is going to be my wife and I's bedroom, we'll have a hipped, like an open vaulted ceiling that should look pretty sweet. Yeah, anyway, this rafter system was I'm glad my father-in-law's here as a carpenter, because it was a little more complicated, but not too bad. It went together pretty smooth. I'm just gonna number each one of these rafters here now, and load them in the trailer, kind of in some sort of an order, so it'll just go together quick when we get out there. But anyway, I have one rafter put aside here that I thought I'd walk through somewhat how we did it. As you can see, so we needed 30 rafters. Now we got them all loaded in the trailer there. They're all pretty much exactly identical. What we did here is that our cabin is gonna be 12 feet wide. I did that just so it's super easy to sheet. It just works well with dimensional lumber. Yeah, so the outside edge, this would be the outside edge of the walls from this point to this outside point, so that's a full 12-foot span. The snow load where our place is pretty similar to Revelstoke, so meaning they get a ton of snow in the winter. So we were going with about a 5.5 12 pitch. It ended up being exactly 5 1/4. So should be a fairly steep roof line. Hopefully we're gonna go with tin on the roof, so hopefully it slides well. But anyway, all we did was use 2x4s. We have a 16-foot 2x4 on the top there, and then I believe this is just perfectly a 12 that we cut down, angled nicely to notch in there. I should have taken a video prior to putting this gusset together, but I just thought about this after the fact, more to document what I've done for my own purposes. But anyway, typically when you see a truss built, they have those pressed in steel gussets. We went with 3/4 inch marine grade plywood just because I have sheets and sheets of that. So we cut, it took a long time, cut 2 for each point, 2 gussets for each point here. So that was a bit time consuming, but not too bad. Anyway, so what we did was we cut our first truss, built our first truss, made sure, I think this design is called the Howe truss design, but just made sure everything's tight, everything's at 90 degrees perfectly. Your king post here in the middle is at 90 degrees. This butts in tight from this point to this point, so you got to figure that angle out, in each area to cut it properly. Then we cut all of our boards. Cut all our boards, stacked them up. Then what we did was build our first truss, which isn't this one. This is the last truss. Build our first truss, and then we pounded 2x4s all the way around on the outside into just on the outside edge into the asphalt there. Use concrete nails to do that, and then we also put one at the end here and marked out on that board exactly the line of this of the top of the truss there, that top board, so that every one of them lined up perfectly. So then it was just a matter of you'd lay down your first gusset on the bottom all the way around, put glue on it, PL 400, use as much as you can. Then we laid all our boards in on top, then put the top gusset on, then nailed the crap out of it. I used 2 3/8 28-degree nails with our air nailer, pounded crap out of it, pull the whole truss out, flip it over, pound nails on the other side. Yeah, and these are strong as can be. Anyway, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do. Took us about 4 or 5 hours maybe to do 30 trusses, so not bad at all. Pretty good cost savings actually to build your own trusses, and super easy. A little more of a technique to it if you're building like a full truss. These are obviously just half trusses, but a full truss that's got like a 30-foot span or something like that, there's a little more engineering involved. I don't know if I trust myself with that, but yeah, anyway, that's my little video. We'll chat soon.